of Homeland Security, Kirstjen Nielsen, has resigned. Let's get back to the White House and CNN's Boris Sanchez. Boris, what more do we know about what happened? We know the two met at the White House today. The president announced she is leaving.
Oh, that's right, Anna. According to a source, the meeting did not go well with President Trump. The meeting was put in place after Friday's trip to the border in Calexico, California. Secretary Nielsen was there with President Trump, and according to sources, President Trump had several questions for Secretary Nielsen. That's why this meeting was scheduled. Sources indicate that she had no intention of resigning. However, according to several people within the administration, it was clear that President Trump wanted to make some changes because he's unhappy with immigration policy in the United States, specifically when it comes to those migrants seeking asylum. We understand a source close to Secretary Nielsen indicates that she expected to be fired at any moment. She believed that she was on thin ice with President Trump. She took a trip overseas to meet with some interior ministers of the G7, but quickly returned when she realized that things were so precarious. Sources indicate that she did a number of TV interviews trying to appeal to President Trump. As you know, Anna, he loves watching television, and he's really pleased when he sees people within his administration defending his policies. Apparently that did not work because it appears that the meeting with her and President Trump did not go well. We should point out, sources have indicated that she was blindsided by some moves by the White House, notably the pulling of Ron Vitello's nomination to lead Immigration and Customs Enforcement, an agency that Nielsen would have overseen as the Secretary of the Department of Homeland Security. She was also apparently blindsided by the White House deciding to pull aid from those three Central Triangle nations, Honduras, El Salvador, and Guatemala. Remember that it wasn't long before the White House announced that they were going to pull aid to those countries that she was in Honduras talking about how important aid to those countries is to preventing further waves of migrants heading to the United States. Look, this is an issue that President Trump has been talking about since he rode down the escalator and announced that he was running for president. It is central to his presidency. He's been frustrated time and time again with officials within his own administration, his former Attorney General Jeff Sessions, with Congress because they don't give him money to build his border wall. So it appears that the president is swinging the revolving door yet again, trying to install new people in his administration to carry out his bidding.
In fact, here is the president just yesterday reiterating his stance when it comes to the border and immigration.
So Congress must end catch and release so that illegal border crossers can quickly and safely return to their home. Get out. Sorry, get out. Sorry, can't handle it. And I told my people yesterday, our country's full. We're full. Our system's full. Our country's full. Can't come in. Our country is full. What can you do? We can't handle it anymore. Our country is full. Can't come in. I'm sorry.
Matt Lewis, CNN political commentator, is with us now. The country is full, he says.
Experience has shown that children are affected by migration in different ways, and children are left behind by migrant parents. That's one of the very serious issues. I have a young lady who I speak with quite often from Tijuana who is directly under threat of human trafficking. So we have some very serious issues with this resolution of throwing up a wall and leaving those innocent victims to continue to be victimized, whether it's from their community where they traveled from, or whether it's from a mental or social dysfunction. Eventually it's going to continue to cost the taxpayers money by just throwing up a wall and ignoring the problem. If we put up the association, the Protection of the Innocents team, as you can see, we also have a Placement of the Innocents project, which is going to give locations for these individuals to receive education and the health treatment that they need, as well as some sort of security. Also, fire prevention and cleanup crews, which is desperately in need. The National Bank of Borders for North America has funds set aside, which we talked about this morning, which we're going to talk some more about today. I'm just here working on a few other postings so we can generate income. So you guys that aren't clicking on those links, this is free money. that you can use to stabilize yourself to become more a part of the program. We're going to put up these events that I spoke about earlier. We're going to put those up just in a moment. But as you can see, I went through various detail within this report so that you can read this information and see what this migrant solution is all about. Even here in Miami, Florida, Jacksonville, and these other locations where it's a lot of, individuals that have traveled to get here, migrants, if you will. We get to the point where, of course, you can donate to the cause, but we want you to fill out this petition. This petition that I'm showing you here is the petition so that we can take this before legislature and have them make decision on whether or not they would like to implement some of these solutions. Now, you may not agree with me on every point, but even the president himself says within some of these tapes, which we're going to continuously record and play while we go through some of these sites I put up, that the Justice Department is well out of bounds and into illegality when he even spoke that they needed to be incarcerated for some of the issues that they brought forth in his case. And the many innocent victims that are incarcerated today that screaming out of those same injustices are ignored today, as well as those children that are consistently abused in foster care and improper care, even though the state says that they're doing proper monitoring. These are the things that the placement of the Innocence Project, the protection of the Innocence Team, and the #1 Innocence Association aims to bring an assistance to the government without bringing conflict, but also without bringing conflict of interest through contract. Now, let's just continue to go through this rest of this website. We're going to close out this and we're going to go into the next segment. Okay, everybody just stay tuned.
Many things that DHS does, but for Donald Trump, I think being a border hawk, being anti-immigration, not just anti-illegal immigration, I think that is basically the criteria that you're going to have on your job resume when you apply for this.
Now, we had heard that it was Stephen Miller who had suggested to Trump that Ron Vitello wasn't the right fit because he wasn't tough enough. Is Stephen Miller the one pulling the strings on this?
Well, I don't know for sure, but I tell you what, a lot of people, when these things happen, maybe it's a conspiracy theory and he's the easy boogeyman, or maybe it's really him, but Stephen Miller is the name that comes up time and time again, and it's really amazing the outsized influence that he now has in this presidential administration. This is a very young guy. Of course, he was a staffer for Jeff Sessions when he was a senator, and now he ends up being almost like a Svengali when it comes to immigration issues. This guy's a true believer. He has an ideology, and he is committed to pushing it.
Matt, stand by. Let me bring in Priscilla Alvarez. She's joining us on the phone. She's a CNN immigration reporter. Priscilla, tell us about this individual who's going to replace Nielsen, Kevin McAleenan.
Yeah, so Trump announced this afternoon that CBP Commissioner Kevin McAleenan will be taking the spot of the Secretary Nielsen, or former Secretary Nielsen for now. We should note that McAleenan is an Obama holdover, and he was sworn in to be Commissioner of CBP in March of 2018. Right now, in this moment,
some of these individuals in their own country
it falls directly under
do not feel safe.
Late last month, he was in
do not have the things they need
he talked about the influx of migrants at the border. In fact,
create
that in March alone,
or even survive the life
to
that they're
encounter
now, to put that burden on the American people is one thing, but for the American people to turn their back on those same individuals that look to us for that call of freedom and justice, that's even a greater thing. So those heroes that died protecting the red, white, and blue,
scheduled to have a
we call upon you today to stand for this cause.
That sort of indicates just how sudden this news is.
Julia Kayyem, I know you've worked for Homeland Security. You don't think Kevin McAleenan is long for this position, do you?
No. I mean, Kevin is fine. I mean,
and this Kevin McAleenan is just a temporary replacement for Kristen Nelson, without any real plan or anything on what they can do to bring a solution to this cause. Now, upwards of $6 billion is being requested of your money, your mother, your grandmother, your grandfather's money, to support this wall being built, which is another temporary solution. The placement of the Innocence Project, the protection of the Innocence team, is solutions to these issues on a social, real level that's not only independent financially, but independent of government in whole and contract. As you can see, when you click on this site, which is going to be posted right behind this video, so you can click on it, read it all again for yourself. You can also click on it, go to the book. You can, there's several different things here. We only want you guys to be able to see the information, read the information, and participate in the growth process of this organization. So with that said, man, I'm glad to be, back on the air, if you will. It's been a long battle to get back home from San Diego and to get these things up and running. So you guys will have this platform. So I hope that you use this platform. We're going to be doing a lot of movement, a lot of videos. So you guys stay tuned, man. Click this link when y'all come up. All right. Thanks so much.